What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Optimus Prime from War For Cybertron. Yes, the Studio Series is getting into video games. I think that's pretty cool. Look at that. It's Game 03. There's also Bumblebee from the same game, and a Barricade. I haven't quite got those yet. I don't know how available they are. I know some folks have gotten them, and I just don't know where from. Big Bad Toy Store, maybe. I got mine on Amazon. Yeah, I just waited out on Amazon because, you know, have some points, and I get stuff for a little bit less sometimes, and free shipping, and all of that jazz, you know? So, the artwork here is amazing. I love the artwork on this box. You know, representative of the movie a little bit more. I mean, the video game. However, which I don't really have any experience with. FYI. But I know that. And it's so cool, but it definitely, I already know, it does not translate to the figure. The figure is very clean. So, yeah, that's a bit odd. And it starts me off on a bad foot already, because I love this artwork. It's really beautiful. You know, the box is cool, you know. Studio Series. It's been, I love that. You know, I love that. That's cool. Look at that. Look at that art. And, yeah. You know, I already know the figure is very clean and plain. And he's tied in there. But, yeah. It is what it is. I'm still excited about this. I love Optimus Prime. So, without any further ado, let's get to the review. So this is quite interesting, and I figured I'd show you. You do get this little standee in there, which, you know, we usually get with the Studio Series stuff. I don't always show them here, but yeah, little game background, and you can open this up like that if you wish. And then this guy, he comes in on additional, and I haven't gotten a, you know, Studio Series figure in a while. So I don't know how they've been laying them out since the closed packaging, but I guess it's on its own little thing, which is the same as that. So it's like a faux version of that. And then you get the accessories in a little baggie, paper baggie in the back. So I just wanted to show it to you before we continued. And there's Optimus out of the package, but before we get to him properly, let's take a look at some of the accessories it comes with, including these two posts. Which you could use as like separate clubs if you want. Why not? You know, pipes. You know, he's got some pipes. His arm comes off, but he's got pipes. His arm does come off. Yes, it does. But yeah, you could also put his arm back in. So he's got a pipe, and then he could have another pipe if he wants, and he could play the drums. Oh. Yeah, and then if you want, that was really bad drumming. You can put these together and create a bigger pipe, because, you know, why not, right? And then we get this, which you really can't do too much with without the pipes. I mean, I guess you can put it here. Maybe it's like a shield. You know, you could open this up. This opens up, guys. Yeah. And then it could really be a shield if you want. Pipe and a shield. But obviously, you could put this here for an awesome giant axe, which is cool. I mean, it looks really nice, honestly. That's neat. You got a lot of really nice details on here, even on this like kind of back part. Excellent details. Look at all this sculpt work here. It's really good. And then you got this like nice, kind of like yellowish orange glow around it, you know what I'm saying? What's cool is you could use this, again, pipe, as its own short axe, but directions say to keep it like this when doing so. Sure, why not? I mean, either way, you could open it up or close it in either, you know, short or long, which is cool. I do like it a lot, actually. But another thing you could do is, and I rather do it with this hand. Again, open this up. Put this in his hand that way, and then from the bottom, you place this in here, so it kind of locks it in. Or you just take off the arm again. That's coming off way too easy now, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But it's fine. I mean, it's not falling off, it's just, I'm pulling it off. And then, you would do one of these. I guess it's easier the other way, I don't know. This is not working out. I wasn't having this much difficulty before, but anywho, you get it. You could do a double arm thing here. I think it works better in the other arm, honestly, but you can do it. It's not working out for me. It's not working out for me! Alright, everybody relax. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta breathe. And sometimes you gotta get mad. Frustration could be a part of this, because look at that. That's coming out way too easy. That is a bother. If you can't do the proper things, it's a bother. It wasn't happening to me much as I was playing it with it, playing around with it. But, it's happening to me now, and you could do it. And you could get them in a bunch of different poses with this with two hands, depending on how you do it. But it's cool. I mean, it is cool. Let's not kid. I got frustrated because it kept happening to me on camera. But it does look cool, and I really do like it. Look how cool that is. That's a really neat look. So yeah, I mean, I like this giant axe. I think it's cool. I like the options that you have with it. So all in all, it really is a pretty awesome piece. So the other weapon here is his giant blaster, which is an arm blaster, which is very interesting. It comes in this kind of like gunmetal-ish gray. And, sculpt work isn't bad. It's not bad. And what you do, if you wasn't able to tell, is you take off his arm, and then you replace it with this arm. So you do that. And now he's got this cool gun arm, which is interesting. I like it. I guess that's game accurate, but, or so. But it's good. It's pretty good. It has a really, really cool look, I prefer the axe, I think, but this is cool. And, speaking of frustration, well, before we get there, because this is what's funny to me, if you want to store this, you can put it on his butt. Why would you do that? I don't know, but you can put it on his butt. What's more egregious is, there's no place to store this in this mode. Like, I would much rather store or be able to use this gun with other options. But as far as I can see, there is no place that I can stick this properly. Like, I'm trying to stick it in every crack and crevice, and they didn't make it in any way easy to do. Like, look at that little, slot there. You would think it could go into this, little slot, and it doesn't. Then these, which attach in vehicle mode, there's, no place to it. Wouldn't that be looking cool there? You got this whole thing going on here with, little posts that are just too small. You could, lean it on here, in between, but it's not going to hold very well. It's going to fall off in, a second, I'm shocked, and, this happens to me a lot with Transformers mainline stuff, that the options are, right there to make something cool. Who cares if it's not accurate or anything? Just make it functional. This is cool. Even if it's not in the game, imagine that could, actually stay on there. You know what I'm saying, guys? Sometimes these things are so easy to do, and they don't do it. And they made a slot for his arm to hang off his butt, but they didn't do anything for this really cool gun. There's no slot it can actually slot into in any functional way, and that is mind-boggling to me. And if somebody found something out, it's not in the directions for you, sure. But if somebody found something out there and you want to share, you know, let me know. I didn't like watch a ton of reviews or anything on this guy. I'm just shocked that it's not easily, like, I can't easily find it. So, bummer. It is cool on his arm where it's supposed to be, but bummer. All right, let's do articulation on this guy. Head is on a ball joint. You have the waist swivel. You have an arm that opens up like that, goes like that, which is cool. You have the bicep swivel. You have the elbow joint. The wrists do swivel. The legs do full split. Kicks forward, goes back, swivels up there, and you can move it like this too. And then the knee joint moves, and then a very nice rocker. So, you know, as far as Transformers go, it's actually got some really nice articulation, which I dig. And look, I know I've started out kind of frustrated and, you know, showing some, like, questions about what they're doing there. And there's a couple more of those, probably, or at least one more, but one more that I actually do have a fix for. But let's look at this guy, because I think he's pretty cool, and he's, like, kind of, like, growing on me more and more. You wouldn't think it by the things I said, but the axe is cool. The arm cannon is cool. It's just, there's other little things there, right? Anywho. Head sculpt is very nice. The eyes look great. The paint is very cool. I love the silver. It looks good. The head sculpt overall is good. He's got the long horns. He's very Batman-esque. But I dig it. This chest is very nice. The silver looks good. And then you got silver over here. And then, you know, you got these little painted parts, which is a nice touch. It kind of matches the color, which is kind of like, I wouldn't say orange, but it's like, it might come off orange, but it's more like a kind of pinkish, like a salmon-y color. And that looks cool, and I like that it's over here and there and in there. That's a nice touch. It looks pretty good. All of this sculpt work, I think, is very nice, too. And the sculpt inside of his legs there, that's neat. Sculpt in here is very good. The shoulders are sculpted well. The arms are, you know, lower arms are decent. The hands are decent enough. These parts are okay, you know, on his legs. You have, you know, the junk in the back, but it's not that bad. I like how the wheels are sitting. I like how this part sits. It creates a nice kind of look. This isn't too bad. It's not, it's a hole, but it's not like, what's his face? The guy that I had to fix for. Skyquake's hole there. So it's not that bad. It's not like, it's not jutting out too far. You know, so that's decent enough. Again, I like the stuff going on the legs. And then on the lower legs, I like the interiors here. That looks really good. The knees are okay. The feet are good. You got the pipes on the side. One second. The bottom actually has some sculpt work where it looks like, you know, little jet boosters. On the back, I think the wheels are sitting neatly back here. It's creating a nice look. So I dig that. Yeah, I mean, you got a little hollowness in here, but that's whatever. I'm not, you know, I'm not a big, and some little hollowness in there. On the interior things, depending on where it is, I don't really, that's not a bother to me at all. So, the bone of contention. This is the outside of his leg, and you didn't sculpt anything in here? You have sculpt work in little crevices and stuff, guys. And you didn't sculpt anything in here? This looks horrendous. This is really bad. As is that side. Oh my god, I do not get it, guys. What? Why? That, I mean, those circles just make things look worse in there. So, I don't like that at all. The interior of the legs is not much going on, but at least there's a little bit of sculpt in there. There's literally nothing going on here. It's literally, you know, and that's the shameful part to me is you have really nice color on this side. Again, I don't care about accuracy right now. Just make it look good, right? You have all that color there. Why didn't they put this joint on a little rotating thing so you could flip it and use this side for the outside of the legs. So now, obviously, what I'm going to tell you is a mini Fixzilla here, but it's not worth filming a full Fixzilla for. You know, these do, you know, click in, but I want to show you something before I get there. You do still have a little open gap there, you can see, even though they're fixed, because they're, you know, clicked, it doesn't go in all the way, so you do get that little gap on each side. Just want to point that out. You could easily take that off, and you flip it. You easily take this off, and you could flip it. Obviously, you have to flip it back for transformation. And obviously, it's not going to click in on this side. And the little gap is a little bit bigger. However, because you can't see straight through it because the pipes are on the back now. However, oh my god, are you kidding? Look how cool that looks now. And the way the red goes this way towards the front, it just makes everything look way, way nicer. To me, make these things nicer. If you're gonna flip this, color this, put some sculpt in there, that looks horrendous as is. You know what I'm saying? That looks so horrendous. And, you know, I'm sure you could actually do something to be able to fix this. You see this little part over here? If you just create a little slot in there, you could easily click that in. However, not really necessary. It doesn't open up that far, and, you know, the look is just so much better. So, I digress. That is my little fix for this, and my only complaint, I gotta say, on the robot mode as far as the looks go, is that I think it's a pretty big complaint, because that's just, to me, lazy, and it just looks bad. While this just looks really nice, and it wasn't so hard to achieve. A little swivel there. I don't care if it's not accurate. It just looks better. Why wouldn't you want it to look better? And I'm telling you guys that, why wouldn't you want your figure to look better? Flip it inside out. I know you won't, because everybody's such a stickler for accuracy, but this looks better. And if you don't think it does, I got nothing. I got nothing for you. And one last thing before we get to size comparisons, we have the Matrix, and that is really nice in there. I think it comes out, but it's kind of, oh, it does come out. But look at all this sculpt. Look at all that sculpt in there. You couldn't put sculpt out here, but you got it all in there, even behind where the Matrix goes. And the Matrix looks really nice, by the way. The blue, the gold, everything looks really good. So all of that is so fantastic. Why wasn't it on the side of the legs at all? I don't get it. I don't get it. But very nice Matrix indeed. And for a size comparison, here is Gamer Optimus with a bunch of other Transformers you might have in your collection. And with all that done, there's only one thing left to do, and that's transform and roll out. And here is vehicle mode in all its glory. And that was not an ideal transformation for me, and I apologize if the quick transformation, why I do things quickly, blink and you miss it, and hopefully you missed a lot of it, because you did, because a lot of it was off screen. Just trying to align things right. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with like some Hasbro directions. They're just kind of odd, and I can't follow them right. This time I did not look at anybody else's either, so I was on my own. I hate this. This axon here does not need to be here. It needs to be on the figure though. But this looks good on there. This cannon here I really like. I do dig it. There you go. There's the little, thing that it actually hooks into. And it's better than just looking at it like this, which is okay. Kind of looks like a little flatbed, but I do prefer with this on. You do have some nice molded detail up here, but yeah, definitely my preferred way is to have the cannon on. It just looks way, way better. Forget that axe on this mode. You do have fist here, which is a bit unfortunate. But, I wish there was something to cover this. That would have been good. But there is not. So, yeah, it is what it is. You have fists at the back, And then up at the bottom, this is where I was getting a little confused with the directions. So, about the alignment of all this. But, it is what it is. I don't even know if this is right like this, or maybe it's supposed to be the other way, but it's fine. The wheels look really nice. Hey, let's move on. The wheels look really nice. I really, really like them. Yeah, they're just, regular plastic wheels, but there's nice paint on them, so that's pretty good. I do have some schmutz on my, not schmutz, but like, it's all like, I don't know, it looks worn. Not like the good worn, like the paint that got, but there's some wornness to my blue plastic on that side. How about this side? Yeah, same thing. Same thing. And then, you got the front here, which looks good. Remember this? This looks great. I like that a lot. I like the, the pipes here. They look really cool. The front wheels are really nice. Again, very nicely painted. The shape is pretty great. I like all the Cybertronian looking vehicles. They just look very cool in my opinion. And the front grille just turns out very nice as well. Pretty awesome. I like all the silver. I wish this kind of aligned with this. Does not on mine, but, it is what it is. It's not the worst thing in the world. Not bad. Not a bad front. And, the paint to the plastic, it isn't the biggest jump. So I'm glad about that. And, you got some vents over here, which looks pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad, guys. It's not bad. I see there's a little thing over here. I wonder if I could pop this in here. Nope, I can't, because why would you? You have two little things there, and I can't pop anything in it. So, bummer. But the gun looks good there. It's not terrible, guys. It's not terrible. It's actually kind of meaty. I like it. I like that. Feels good. I didn't talk about that, but this guy's got a nice weight to him, for an all-plastic thing. For a $30 all-plastic thing. Yeah, it's not terrible. And for your size comparison in alt mode here is Optimus Prime with another Optimus Prime and Scourge, which we recently reviewed. So you can see that he's way bigger. Well, not longer because Scourge is pretty long here, but I feel like just a more meaty, massive vehicle in that mode for sure. And my final thoughts, despite some frustrations with this, and I feel like they're warranted, and despite some, just questionable engineering things, which could have resulted this guy looking way better, like this, it looks way better, and, I gotta say, I still really like this figure. I think transformations are really, the transformation into robot mode is pretty good. I didn't show that, but that's for you to, figure out yourself and have fun with. But the one transformation I did do on camera was kind of frustrating into the car mode. So, but both modes look really good, especially robot mode. I really like this. I think it's pretty awesome. I like this axe. Here's another way to display it, by the way. So there's really good things about this figure. There's no doubt about it. I do like this weapon too. I just don't like that you can't really do anything with it in robot mode if it's not being used. And it's such a cool piece that I would love for it to be able to stay back there. It barely hangs on. It's not supposed to be there, but man, it would be so good if I could do something with it. So yeah, this figure, not perfect, but I do really like it. I do want to stress that because I think it looks really cool. And yeah, that's about it, guys. That is my review. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle of this, but as far as the review goes, but I think as time goes on, I might really love this figure, because I really kind of do. So we'll see at the end of the year if it stays aboard my tops, because I do really like it a lot right now. So it's interesting, right? And there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you could please like, comment, subscribe, share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.